show you how to stack a 10 times 10. Fast money shit, getting it in.
If I can make this off this, if I can do this at least once every 60 days, I'm good.
Yeah.
So I never had plans on being a promoter though.
Yeah. You sound like him. That's when he be with the bidding.
Yeah.
When he see that bid go through, he done came. He like, bro, there's no reason to work.
Do you hear? Hey,
no reason.
Yeah. You seen all that paper? Yeah. Facts.
And that's where got me to where I'm at. I'm talking about I started right there, and when I started that, I planted I got my money, and when I got my money, first thing I did, I went and got me a spot.
Yeah.
See, I always been about prioritizing. I'm not gonna fuck it up because I made some money. I went and got me a spot. I ain't really getting no real furniture. I went and got me some cool shit. Went and got me 3 packs of noodles, 4 cases of water, and some Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
And I said, and a couple bags of chips. I said, I'm gonna grind it out.
Facts.
I wasn't worried about no woman. I wasn't worried about none of that. I was in grind mode.
Yeah.
So the apartment, I'm gonna tell y'all, I ran out of money. I invested in another event. So now I try to do something for kids.
Yeah.
My second event. Try to do something for kids. Have y'all ever heard of a spot called Funplex?
I done heard it. Around Houston, I done heard it.
Yeah, so it's a place called Funplex. It was just for kids or whatever. So I grew up in Funplex. Shout out to Funplex. But basically, I tried to do a kid event there and book like some kid artists for kids.
Yeah.
And make a long story short, it flopped. I lost all my money, everything I had.
That's the idea in that business.
I think I had 85 people come.
Damn.
And it was terrible. And shout out to his name, not Beat King, but y'all know B King. B King. He was a promoter. He's the one who encouraged me to do this event after he seen my event, and I went to school with him. He encouraged me to do this event. I took the biggest L of my life. I couldn't pay my rent. I couldn't pay my light bill. Couldn't pay my water bill. Damn. So now my lights are off in my apartment because I did it all again. I put it all in, and it was just me and him this time. So it was like, man, if I made 30 this
time, 25, facts. I see what it is.
I'm like, I can get this by just me and you.
Yeah, we're gonna cut everybody else out.
On,
yeah. That's how it is, bro.
And it end up flopping. I lose everything. So now I'm back on my ass. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? So boom, they cut my lights off. Now I'm in survival mode.
Yeah.
I'm cutting my lights back on, bootlegging them myself. Cutting them back on after I knew the light company closed at night. Cut them on, shower, get myself together for bed. And when I go to sleep, I cut them hoes back off. When I wake up in the morning, leave them, I be gone all day. And when nighttime come and they close, I cut them back on.
Yeah,
that's what I was doing.
In that
it's
mode.
A true hustler story. I ain't gonna lie.
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. Hey, I've been waiting to hear this story. I ain't gonna lie. I've been waiting to hear this story.
True hustler story.
I wonder how you got to the top. Honestly,
I ain't never heard of nobody nigga rigging the shit.
Nigga rigging the lights. This nigga rigging the lights.
I was nigga rigging the lights, bro. I'm talking about I was doing everything. I'm telling you. And then I was always, I'ma figure it out type, but I was a smart I'ma figure it out type.
Yeah.
It was like I wasn't doing stupid shit. So yeah, I'm a nigga rig the lights. The average person nigga rig the lights, they just gonna leave them on and let them come cut them off and then lock it up. No. I'm using these lights much as I need them, and I'm cutting them back off. So when they open back up in the office, they not seeing no alert that my lights on. Like, how these lights get back on? And he ain't paid his bill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I ain't gonna lie, after I got back down on my ass, I came back. I tried to get into selling marijuana. Tried to do that, and make a long story short, it was just like, damn, I made some money. I ain't gonna lie, I ran my bag up and I said, you know what? But my goal was like, I'm about to get back. I'm about to do me another event. As soon as I make me enough money, I'm gonna do me another event.
Yeah, you seen that paper.
Because I seen that paperwork.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know what you're saying.
You just hit that 3-pit. You know how that goes. That 3-pit. I gotta do this again.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That was too easy. So look, that's what I did. I stacked up the paper. I was grinding. I ran up another bag. Boom, cut my lights back on. Got myself together. Boom. Now I'm like, all right, bet. I'm about to throw another event. So now everybody making fun of me because I did that event and it was a flop. So it's like, the people that fuck with me, they ain't fucking with me. They laughing at me.
They think you ain't got it no more.
Yeah.
Man, little promoter nigga, man, he trying to be a promoter. How you go from being a street nigga to a promoter? Stick to selling drugs. Like, they wanted me to be in the streets forever. They didn't want me to change my life.
You saw something different.
I seen something different, bro. I'm like, man, I'm bigger than bagging weed and sitting in the trap, worried about who gonna kick the dough or who coming to the dough next. I said, I'm bigger than that. And after this event, I linked up with a couple guys and we threw an event and it ended up being successful. It was very successful. Now, mind you, this is my first club event.
Yeah.
It was packed. By 12 o'clock, I was at home. They like, man, where you at? The fire marshal here. They're not letting nobody else in. I say, bro, it's my party. I got to be able to get in. They're like, man, he don't want to let nobody in. So I'm thinking like, man, it's fucked up. My homeboy, shout out to my homeboy, he was sitting right there on the couch. He say, nigga, if he don't want to, excuse my language, if he don't want to let nobody in, don't you think that's a good thing?
Yeah.
I say, I scratch my head.
Packed out. Packed out.
This is packed. So boom, I pull up the line down the street. I'll never forget this, man. True story, man. Like I say, I'm shout out to my baby mama one more time. For real. Because
she stayed down.
She didn't stay down. She went against me.
Oh,
damn.
She
went
against
me out.
Oh, she turned you up. She turned you up.
Remember, she put me,
she
that was my motivation.
She turned you up fast.
Bruh,
She turned you up.
Look what happened. The line down the building, guess what? I get out the car. I'm looking at the line. I'm walking up. Everybody shaking my hand. I'm like, I can't even believe this is my event. I'm like, damn. Everybody like, bro, this so retarded. What you gonna do? How you gonna get in? Fire marshal not letting nobody else. I look in the line. I see. I'm like, who's there? Oh, my baby mama and her friends right there.
You trying to get in the party.
I said, oh, so y'all trying to come to the party.
Trying to get in the party.
All that talking.
That's how it go.
That's how it
go.
Left outside.
Yeah, got to. You got to.
Turned up the party. Made a bankroll. Made me another bag, real bag. This time I think I made like 35, 40.
Shit.
So look, when I made this money, I said, you know what? It was 3-way split. I said, do I keep on taking penitentiary chances or do I change my life? At that moment, I changed my life.
Smart man.
I never went back. I
You're
never
a smart
sold
man.
no weed no more. I never did anything.
Yeah.
I just was focused. I say, man, if I can do this and be consistent, I can win off this.
Yeah, you can.
But what I did, I learned from my mistakes though. I knew that I needed a team.
Yeah.
Because my first event, I had a team. The second event, I didn't.
And that's what I thought.
Exactly. In the third one, I had a team.
Yeah.
So at that point, now my mind is telling me I got to build a team around me. So I brought some of my brothers in who seen the vision, you know.
Glando and all that. Yeah.
No, they wasn't in the picture yet. See, this shit is deep.
This is before.
Y'all don't understand.
You know what I'm saying? I did my research, but this is before. This before Lando.
So before the Goodfellas, we had a group called TSF, and it was called Team Fuck Around.
Yeah.
So that was a whole nother, TFA. Team Fuck Around. TFA. Okay. Thank you for the corrections. That was my first original group. And it was me and 2 more guys. And when we started this group, everything was good. We was making money. It was all making sense. But you know, when you in music groups, we all start off as an equal. Yeah. But you let the fans figure out the best, who's the star.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
And me, I'm so humble, and I always wanted everybody to win. I didn't want to recognize that I was really the star.
Yeah.